Topmast is bowing, cloud white sail is blowing. I wanna be the boat that cradles her on the waves. The girl with the mile-wide smile, so full as a child. She can see the good in everything, even me. The girl with the mile-wide smile sets her heart on fire. She's not gonna hold back anything, not the girl with the mile-wide smile. A girl in blue water, light as a skipping star. Golden sunlight follows where her laughter is thrown, and I want to be there to catch it. Right in her line of fire, the girl with the mile-wide smile takes me by surprise. I want to see the good in everything, in everyone. The girl with the mile-wide smile makes my heart run wild. I could believe in almost anything for the girl with the mile-wide smile. When I wake, my heart aches. Oh, this world seems such a dark place. Then I see her sweet face. Day breaks anew in her smile. Dances a girl in the garden, a swaying willow tree. She leans against my heart and wraps her arms around me. She says, there is no question, the answer is always yes. The girl with a mile-wide smile, so full as a child. Man, she can see the good in everything. The girl with a mile-wide smile sets her heart on fire. She's not gonna hold back anything. The girl with a mile-wide smile takes me by surprise. How I want to see the good in everything and everyone. The girl with the mile-wide smile makes my heart run wild. Oh, I could believe in almost anything for the girl with the mile-wide smile.
All right, thank you. Well, I was just over in Ireland for a few weeks and was started off in Belfast. Always a interesting city to go to. It has this wounded quality, you know. You see a lot of people there who've lost people over the years. And I was there sitting in my hotel room looking out on the rainy streets. And I remembered a time when I was a little boy, my dad needed somebody. Daddy's on the road, and he's walking kind of funny. He's holding one eye closed. I know he spent all his money down at the steel mill bar, where they keep it dark as twilight, so you can't see who you are until you fall into the sunlight. I don't know how to right the wrong, to hang the stars where they belong, to feel so weak and still be strong. Don't know how to write this song. I walk among the graves, the centuries of ruin. Winds erase their names, the dusty bones lay strewn. I walk back through the gate and see my footsteps coming in. They'll be gone without a trace. I won't pass this way again. I don't know how to right the wrong, to leave the dead where they belong, to feel so lost and yet go on. I don't know how to write this song. The battlements are cracked, overgrown with ivy. The ground is all so black with tears and bitter folly. I hold your photograph and I kiss it, kiss it, kiss it. I think of how you'd laugh and I miss it. God, I miss it. I don't know how to right the wrong, to hang the moon where it belongs, to feel so weak and still be strong. I don't know how to write this song. Daddy's on the road, and I run out there to meet him. He's moving sad and slow. I know he needs someone to lean on. And he lays a calloused hand heavy on my shoulder. I can barely stand as we wind our way homeward. I don't know to right the wrong, to hang the stars where they belong, to feel so lost and yet go on. don't know how to write this song.
All right. Thank you. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. That's fun though. This is... Close your eyes. Makes me nervous, very nervous. So, yes, that's for my dad. This is inspired by something that happened when I was a little kid. This comes from my first conscious thought, which was, what was it? I don't know. I don't remember. That was so long ago. All right, here we go. Boy, this is going to be fun.
Crank it up.
I'm made of mud, grit and gravel in my gut. The clay was thrown, breath was blown, and my heart of stone turned to dust. I'm made of mud, I'm made of mud. At night when I dream I feel the electric green of the field, the blade of the plow in my rusty veins, that crazy sun burning down my brain, singing I'm made of mud, sweat and earth and blood. The row was hoed, seed was sown, and the rolling stone got stuck. I'm made of mud, I'm made of mud. The first thing I remember is a gentle human hand, the sweet smell of alfalfa, black river bottom land, the omega and the alpha, this extraordinary plan, oh the glory of an ordinary man, made of mud. Rivers of dust blow across that sea, all mixed up with cosmic debris. Yes, I'm at home in my castle of dirt, all buttoned up in my long sleeve shirt, singing I'm made of mud, just like everyone. The clay was thrown, breath was blown, yeah, my heart of stone was crushed. I'm made of mud, I'm made of mud, I'm made of mud, I'm made of mud.
All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, we'd like to hear a nice, tender love song,
this is a wedding song, actually. This is a song I was asked to play at a wedding one time out in San Bernardino. And you've been to San Bernardino, I guess. You say, uh-oh. Well, the bride actually asked me to play this song. And I was reluctant, And I asked, are you sure you want me to do that? And her in-laws looked pissed. And then there was kind of a pause, and then she stood up and yelled, "Play it again!" So I had to, she was writing the check, so what are you going to do? Lucille is a hooker, she does her job. She does her job real well, they say. Gets a foot into hell, she'll make the devil pay. She's been pissed off and knocked up, pissed on and locked up in jail. Oh. Gives you plenty if you pay good, kicks you out of bed if you fail. She never had it too good, never had it too bad. She says a $20 bill's the best friend she's ever had. Andrew Jackson, here he comes. How much is that in euros? Leo is a cowboy, knocks a lot of heads around Fort Worth, gets a foot into hell. They'll send him straight back to earth. He's been bitten and stove up, kicked in and rode up a fence. Lost his left ear in Durango. He killed some son of a bitch in Gila Bend. He never had it too good, never had it too bad. He says an 8-second ride's the best friend he's ever had. 8 little old seconds riding cowboy. They never had it too good, never had it too bad. The time they spent together was the best they ever had. Too good, never had it too bad. No, no, the time they spent together was the best they ever had. The best. Here comes the bride. That's why she picked it. It segues so well. Play it again. Lucille is a hooker. That's an old one. Wrote that in 1974. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but
Is she still married?
What's that?
Is she still married?
No. Not to the same guy, maybe. Good question, though. Very good question. I've got this other real pretty love song. This woman hired me to, play at her wedding. And it's got one of the verses is, "No matter what you do, I will forgive you." And she said, "Well, I like to leave that verse out." Okay, I get it. Prenup. All right, I got you. And then within a year, they were divorced. So there you go. Loudmouth son shouting in my window, daring me to come outside. I'm just the kind to follow. Hey, hooray, the show is just beginning. Look out on a sea of faces, each a little planet spinning. And all these strangers drawing nearer, in their eyes I'll see myself as in a mirror. I am, whoa, 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 I am. You know, some say, man, this life, it's but a dream. Well, why do I feel so awake, such a part of everything? My heart pounds, my shadow walks beside me. My feet touch the ground, a voice resounds inside me. I am, every moment has its meaning, and I see mine in the fine lines of my hand. I am, whoa, 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 I am. I think, therefore I am. The dog barks, a leaf falls, the wind blows, the sea soars, sunset, just because. Resounds inside me. I wanna shout out to the world from where I stand. I am, yes I am. I am, whoa, I am. Shout out to the world, flag unfurled from the firefly to the stars up high. Everywhere I go, there's one thing I know. Believe you me, anyone can see I am. Whoa, 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 I am. Yes, there goes me, I am.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. I've played it in front of Albert Finney.
All right.
One time.
Fantastic.
At the Bluebird. He could almost be royalty. He's British. Yeah, I got to the Bluebird for this gig, you know, and I went up on stage, and it was like right here, you know. There were people sitting at the table right here in front of the little stage. And I was kind of getting my stuff set up, and I got my guitar plugged in. I looked, and it was Albert Finney sitting there, and I kind of went, oh shit. Oh shit. So I put my guitar down, and I kind of nodded to him, and he kind of smiled at me, and I walked over. My wife was there. I went over and said, Albert Finney is sitting right in front of me up there. It's Albert Finney. She's like, it's not Albert Finney. And I said, yeah, it's Albert Finney. So we actually corresponded a little bit. At the end of the night, he kind of called me over, and he bought a CD from me and gave me his address, and we wrote letters back and forth. We were pen pals for a while. Albert Finney. And then he got sick of my shit and he quit writing me, but
You know, that happens. They all do that eventually. I mean, I only wrote them every day. I don't know why. You know, Albert, I want to have your child. Things like that, you know. That answers your question. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for asking. I was playing a gig back in 1973. I had this album out on Elektra Records, and I was touring around the country and playing all these fabulous places. Played at the Main Point in Philadelphia. It was a famous place. And it's gone now, like so many places. But I was opening a few nights there for the Persuasions. I was the human sacrifice for it was terrible. You know, okay, bring the little skinny white boy out here now. Bring him out here for a while. And yeah, it was funny. Wow, strange. Not a strange pairing, you know, but they were very nice. They were really nice guys. And there was another guy playing guitar with me, a guy named William Billings. So we both played acoustic guitars, you know, and raised a lot of racket. And our dressing room was it was funny. The basement of the Main Point was the dressing room. They had kind of cordoned it off with sheets, you know, hanging on lines, you know, clotheslines. So they'd kind of segmented off a little place for us, and then segmented off another place for the Persuasions. You know, we were just right there in the same place, but and so we're in our little, you know, behind our little sheet back there, and tuning up, and we'd heard them do sound check, and we're just, you know, blown away, amazing. Pretty soon the sheet parts, you know, and they all come into our little space, and with an extra guy with him. And he's dressed kind of like Superfly. He's got this, you know, he got this like purple suit thing on with metal studs and stuff all over it, and big Superfly hat and everything. And they came in, they had a big bottle of some kind of booze. I can't remember. I think it was Johnny Walker Red. They set that down on our little coffee table, and then he had a little canister, like a tin canister, tea canister, you know. He set that down there, and he popped the lid off of it, and it was full of sugar. I thought it was sugar, but it wasn't sugar. Anyway, and that was my introduction, you know, to the Persuasions. Of course, after that, you know, every time I played on that, during that those few nights, everything was real fast, real fast. And so one night, you know, place is packed every night for them, and it was terrifying, you know. After we'd play, we'd go down in the basement and huddle down there, you know, because there was no place to sit upstairs. And once in a while, we'd kind of go peek through the door and watch them, you know, because they were just amazing. People would stomp so hard, and it was an old building. It was a wooden floor up there, and you could see dust, you know, coming down. They're stomping, and then, oh my God, we're going to be crushed in Philadelphia. So I look out one night, and there's Paul Simon sitting right here. Oh my! So everything I played, you know, like even faster that night, just fast. At the end of the night, I looked over, you know, and it wasn't Paul Simon at all. I didn't look anything like Paul Simon. But I thought it was Paul Simon. I passed the tea canister. There you go. So anyway. So I'm glad you're still here. I thought you had left because I owe you a song.
Me?
You.
You do.
Yes, I do. Okay, we got that straight. You got it. You're gonna get that song. I was thinking, oh, she left, and we didn't get to do that song. So I'll do this in the meantime. I was a beggar. She was a queen. I played the guitar. She danced and sang, light as a sparrow. She'd lift off the ground. I was a scarecrow. She smiled at my frown. A necklace of clover a dandelion ring, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. I whispered, Jessie, girl, I could love you. Then I genuflected and unlaced her shoe. Her auburn hair tumbled all down in my face. We kissed and we fumbled in a clumsy embrace. There for one moment, underneath the green trees, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. She lived in a mansion with a prince and a king, and a woman on horseback with a porcelain face. Her servants looked through me, the dog tugged on its chain. Her parents looked sideways, they sneered in my name. Love, when it is new, is a delicate thing, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. She cried when I left her, the sky cruel blue, our hearts pressed together as they both broke in two, while a party of sparrows sang a sad, lovely tune. And over my shoulder, the last thing I knew, her face in the window, her hand raised to me, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing, a flower unfolding, a bird on the wing. That's a true story. Goes back to the 60s. I had a request for this one. My boots are in tatters, my armor is cracked, I go limping up to the wall. I pawned all my medals, I'm proud of my scars, I will follow no man anymore. I'm running home, and the bullets and the blood, I keep charging straight into the guns. And the downhill advantage, you know, that's never been mine. It's always uphill, squinting into the sun, where the enemy is savage and mercy is not spared, and the battle is never really won.
I've seen many a brave soul turn and run, but I keep charging straight into the guns. Man, I'm no hero, I do what's gotta be done. As long as I'm the singer, I make damn sure that song gets sung. I'm lying in my tent, out of my head, dreaming up a new strategy. Shake me, wake me, don't be afraid to break me. I'm tougher than I look, you best believe. You may be finished, but I've just begun. I keep charging straight into the guns. I've seen many a brave soul turn and run. I keep charging straight into the guns. My boots are in tatters, my armor is cracked. I keep limping up to
Thank you.
Why ain't I crying? The hero lies dying. Moon dog howling, sunflower bowing, and it's too deep a sorrow. Can't it keep until tomorrow? It's too deep a sorrow. I've got this problem knocking my noggin. This thing I'm afraid of, what strange stuff we're made of. Brother, it's too deep a sorrow. Let me sleep until tomorrow. It's too deep a sorrow. Caliban in a bloodstained suit in the alley with a stolen loot. Bugatti grinning Scaramouche struts the stage like he's bulletproof. But Joan the Saint inside, I feel ya, kneeling pray for brave Amelia. And to the sun with Icarus, goodbye, don't cry for us. Yeah, goodbye, don't cry for us. No, 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 no.
river of sadness, dark muddy madness, drum roll of thunder, one poor soul goes under. It's too deep a sorrow, let me weep tomorrow. It's too deep a sorrow. Caliban in a blood-stained suit, in the alley with a stolen boot. A gaudy grinning Scaramouche struts the stage like he's bulletproof. But Joan the Saint inside Ophelia, kneel and pray for brave Amelia. And to the sun with Icarus, goodbye, don't cry for us. Hey, goodbye, don't cry for us. No, no. I was living out in Santa Barbara, and when I got word from my girlfriend at the time, she had this grandfather whose nickname was Mandaddy. Roy was his real name, and I never did find out where this name came from, but he was just a great guy, and he lived to be over 100. She called me one day and said, Mandaddy passed away, and I was living in this, I was mooching off of people, yet again. I was living in these people's apartment on the beach in Santa Barbara. They were away, and they needed someone to, house sit, and take care of their cat. So I stayed there for a while, and they had this little cat that was had brain damage. At some point, something happened, and at the vet, and he was unconscious for a while, and he had, he never was quite the same. He still would try to do everything a cat does, but he always failed. But he had the spirit, He'd try to jump on the couch, and he'd sit there and he'd jump and he would hit the side of the couch. He couldn't do it, and it was hard to watch, So I started playing with this cat, and the apartment was an upstairs apartment, and so there was an indoor staircase. You kind of looked across the living room, and the stairs just ducked down there. And I had a piece of paper wadded up one time, and he showed an interest in it, so I kind of tossed it around the floor, and he'd get it, So for a couple of weeks, I just play with this cat every chance I got, and I'd flip this thing farther and farther. He'd run all the way across the living room, and he'd kind of stumble a little bit, but he'd get it, and he'd bring it back to me like a dog. Wow. He'd drop it right at my feet, It was hilarious. So he was. So I kept flipping it. One time I flipped it, and it went down. It bounced and went down the steps, and I heard him go, and here he comes. Comes up, he brings it to me, It's like, okay, so we just kept doing that for a while. By the time these people got home a few weeks later, this cat could do everything. He could jump up on furniture, and they were like, what in the hell did you do to our cat? That's great. So while I was house sitting, cat sitting there, I got word of Mandaddy, and I went out on the beach there in Santa Barbara, beautiful place, and the sun was just going down, and I just sat out there and wrote this song. Summer is coming, the catfish are jumping, willows are weeping up the river. Mandaddy's wagon comes rattling, dragging his magical load. He's bringing ghost stories and bright penny whistles, while Chinese missiles and tunes of glory. Look on the horizon and see the dust rolling down that road. Well, my name is is man daddy and I roam these hills. I'll sing and I'll whistle and I'll cure your ills. Oh man daddy, come to cure your ills. Man daddy, come to cure your ills. He walks like a farmer, talks like warm water, smells like tobacco and gunpowder. He's bringing red garters and bright copper kettles, brown leather shoes. He says, I remember when your folks were youngins, laughing and running in Indian summer. They'd watch the horizon and see the dust rolling down the road. Well, my name is Man Daddy and I roam these hills. I'll sing and I'll whistle and I'll cure your ills. Oh man daddy, come to cure your ills. Man daddy, come to cure your ills. Whoa. Everything changes, that's only natural. Nothing remains as it once started. This time next summer I may not be here. Hear what I say, hear what I say. Children, I love you, you make life worth living. The river's worth crossing and the gifts worth giving. Look on the horizon and see the dust rolling down that road. Well, my name is Man Daddy and I roam these hills. I'll sing and I'll whistle and I'll cure your ills. Oh man daddy, come to cure your ills. Man daddy, come to cure your ills. Thank you. You guys are great. Appreciate it.